It's Joe, and this is my next project.
Hey, good morning. We got the lower mounts tacked on. That worked out really good. I like them being a little heftier than that. And I'm gonna make some little plates. I've already got some patterns made that will reinforce those. So we know where the bottom of the shock's gonna mount. We know where ride height is because we made these PVC parts that snap on the stem. We got the little brackets on. That frame rail is gonna come right through here. What we don't know, how long is this frame gonna be? Because we have this nice little rear bumper. That's gonna be the rear bumper there. And it's just welded, rough ground, but it's gonna tuck right up under the bumper, right up under the lip of the body. And so I need to get the body and set on there right quick. And we'll find out where that goes. Hang in there. Okay, when this is all said and done, this rear bumper is gonna be right under that lip, tucked right in there, just about like that. So that's where the frame needs to go, almost. However, there's one other thing. Before this is all done, we're gonna cut this fender out, and we're gonna extend the fender out here about 5 inches. We'll cut it right down through here, down through the middle, and these two pieces will be spread apart about 10 inches. So it's gonna change where this goes, just a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So when we wanna tuck this in, we gotta take that into account. So I can't mount this rear bumper until we widen these fenders, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna leave these frame rails a little bit longer, and we're gonna go from there. All right. So I've got a 2-inch piece and a 3-inch piece. That's the same diameter as that bumper. And I can put it up under here, line it up with the shock. I can use this to figure out where I want it to tuck into that, right about there. And then draw around. That's if this was just like this. But like we said before, what is gonna happen is I'm gonna cut this and spread it out. Probably 4 or 5 inches. I don't know yet. So let's just do a little experiment here. I'll line up these corners, and I'll line up this corner and this corner with the body. And we make a little line like that. If this is gonna move over 5 inches, which would be right about there. Oh. So when that moves over, the body's gonna have 7/8 of an inch more room. And I might not need to bring it all the way out. Let's see what we've got here. This one is 29 1/4. Let's go 30 inches. That'll get it pretty close. So I'm gonna go cut 2 pieces, 39 1/4. 30 inches. No angle on the end, and they'll go right there. I'll be right back. All right, got those pieces cut. Got them set in there, measured, squared. I set them on little blocks, level the blocks side to side. Put the brackets on the shocks, and they'll go where they're supposed to go. And it is all set up. I like these screw jacks. They just make things easy. All right, I guess all that's left to do is tack it. So here we go. All right, got it all tacked in there, good and straight. Needs a little more final welding. Shocks are in the correct space. The horns are all measured side to side, up and down. I even had to strap them down to keep them on the jack stands. But they're right there. They fit. That is officially ride's height, and technically that's a roller, but it's not a roller till it's rolling. We need some diagonals. Got to have some kind of diagonal bracing to hold this. They just can't stick back there on their lonesome. That's what I'm doing here. I've got some little pads, and these little pads are gonna go right about there, about right there. And then we'll have one on this side, right about here. That's really hard. And then we'll have a tube that'll come down to here. A little 2-inch cross member is gonna go across here, and then up to hold this, and that's what we're doing right now. Hang in there. All right, I got this little crossbar welded in there, tacked in, and I got the little landing pads tacked in. And now I'm gonna do a bar, a little triangulation bar from here to here. It'll be 2-inch, it'll be a, not a 2-inch tube, it'll be a 1 1/4 inch tube that's gonna go right up from here to here. And I'm gonna use these 2 sticks. I don't know if anybody else does this. Here's how I'm gonna do it. I can find the angles with, let's do it this way. The tube at the bottom where I want it, slide it a little bit past that. Let's do it this way. So, put the tube where I want it up here, and I'm lapping it over the outside, and there's the angle for that. I'm gonna go cut that, I'll be right back. Okay, I've got the angle cut, clamped it together a little bit. I can put it in here, about where I want it. And I can mark this angle, I think just about like this. Let's see if I can do this correctly. There's that angle. Let me go cut that. All right, let's see if that worked. Got the upper and the lower. It kind of changes lengths there. We got that, and we got that. Looks like it could be a little better on the bottom there. We'll just do it again. Just I can hold it up there. Well, I'm gonna cut it one more time. We're not worried about the length where we would be if we were cutting the tubing. And that's probably not the way they do it at Hendrix Motorsports. It's where they do it at Hillbilly Motorsports, or here. There we go. There's the tube. We got the top and the bottom. Got the top and the bottom two angles. We can find that easy enough. Let me go out here. I'm gonna cut one. All right, it did fit. Got the couple tubes cut and tacked in there. Got a little cross member here, and we got triangulation for the rear of our frame, so that ought to hold it up. I'm gonna make some little gas tank mounts. Maybe that gas tank will end up being a little higher. And I've got an air tank for the airbags, gonna end up going right in that pocket right there. And a battery. I have a little battery box will go in that corner right there, plus these up tubes here. So gives us another project for next time. Hey, thanks for tuning in.